When was the last time you felt alive? Okay, so you weren't expecting that heavier start, were you? Hello fellow nerds, this is Himanshu and today we'll be talking about a movie very close to my heart, Soul. This isn't going to be a regular review where we break the movie down into sections and talk about it. I'll just describe the plot and then, well, you'll see. Soul is a Pixar movie from the house of Disney. It came out last year and swept the Oscars off. The success of the movie was such that I heard my 7-year-old niece recommending the movie to her friends. So here I am making this video appealing to our 10-year-old demographic. Soul is a movie about a pianist who teaches music to school children, but his real calling, as he believes, is jazz. And he gets a call to play with the band just then. Just after getting a tenured position with the school, a safe and secure job, he gets the opportunity to finally be free. He latches onto it and starts preparing.
Sorry, I zoned out a little back there.
Joe Gardner, where have you been?
I've been teaching middle school band, but on the weekends
You got a suit? Get a suit, Teach. A good suit.
But while he's going back home, clock strikes midnight on Joe Gardner. He falls in a manhole on a busy New York street and dies. A classic old school plot twist. What happens next is outlandish, quite literally. He reaches the great before to be transferred to the great beyond, but manages to escape to a great mentorship opportunity and seizes it. His job here is to mentor nascent souls and help them find purpose of their lives. Then a lot of things unfold in ways that one cannot fathom, and eventually the nascent soul, the number 22, helps Joel find his purpose. The journey that this movie takes you on is one of self-introspection. You would start this movie thinking, oh, it's an animated movie, it'll be a light watch. But 10 minutes in, you'll realize that it is something more. Much, much more. What we can take away from this movie is that sometimes being alive is in itself a purpose. Experiencing reality as it passes by, living in the moment, seizing the day, itself is a purpose. We see that our perception of concepts of accomplishment and possessions in life are so puny and worthless that the entire structure has to be reconstructed. We see how we have been conditioned to achieve value by doing something bigger than ourselves that we miss the entire beauty of life. We see how we have been told to constantly rattle in chains that are controlled by someone else and never complain, never demand, but always deliver. We kinda miss the entire point of life, feeling alive. Written and directed by Pete Docter, who's credited for movies as beautiful as Up, and Kemp Powers, who is a writer of some masterpieces himself, we were always in for a treat here. Another parallel that we can draw here is the core takeaway being the same as Pixar's another masterpiece, Up, which is enjoy life while it lasts. Talking about death and life beyond may seem a little dark, but it's all more beautiful to be honest. Think about it for a second. You live for around 80 to 85 years, if you're lucky, on this small little planet, revolving around an average-sized star in the dark void of universe. You may have thought that you are the center of this universe or a Mr. Truman himself, but you're not. You'll die. Simple. If you're lucky and rich, your great-grandchildren will remember your name. Otherwise, chances are you'll be forgotten by the end of the century. So why cry? Now, you may think that if all of it is pointless, why to bang my head around anything? Why not just sit and wait for the inevitable? Or you can stand up and say, if it's all pointless, why to bang my head around only one thing? Why not go out there and try every goddamn thing that I could do? If you have already watched this movie, I ask you, what do you think your life is? Is it what you want it to be? Is it how you want to continue it and eventually end? The one thing that I do not want to do here is to talk like a therapist. I do wish to help you find purpose because more or less, we are all lost. I do not wish to make you question your path or change it in any way. I do not wish to answer what or when questions. I want to help you find with how and why questions. The answer to this big, inescapable how is simple and very rudimentary. Absolutely anyhow as long as you are having fun. And about that why we just mentioned, find your own. It will take time for one, even I am searching for it till now. So let's just embrace uncertainty, embrace fear, embrace the unknown, and then just be. So let me ask again, when was the last time you felt alive? Excelsior.